Moving into a conversation with the folks from ICGC. Here's one that will prepare our hearts for the conversation that's about to be had on Drive Time on Joy. My name is Kofi Hayford. In 3 minutes, I am back. Yata says on Wara God Engineering, bringing our time to 12 minutes to 3 p.m. here on Joy 99.7. Of course, all these amazing songs are in our music sweep, and it's brought to you by EcoBank. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. For those of you who are driving in town, please make sure that you're driving safely. You know, we have a Drive Safe campaign here on Drive Time on Joy, and it's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and we're supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. Avoid all distractions when you're driving. Make sure you're keeping both eyes on the road and your hands, not your hand, hands on the steering wheel. Make sure that you're visible and drive with your lights on when you drive at night. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. Also, I was talking about, how hot the weather is. There's one, product that will keep your body refreshed and your energy right. And it's called Fresh Drops Still Natural Mineral Water. Yeah, Fresh Drops Still Natural Mineral Water is not just any water. It's natural and mineral rich. That keeps you going. Whether you're dancing, cheering, networking, or simply enjoying the holidays, Fresh Drops Still Natural Mineral Water helps you stay cool, refreshed, and fully present. So grab a bottle, but it's also available in 500 ml, 200-liter jars, and sachet as well. All right. So for bulk purchases, please call 055-2250-290, 055-2250-290. I'm very sure that the folks at ICGC are next to their radio sets because, of course, they will be very interested in this conversation. But the thing is, it's not actually meant for the folks at ICGC. As for them, they are home members. But for every other person that's doing a listening right now, there's the Doulos Conference. I'm sure you've heard about it before. I think I remember last year, actually, we had a conversation about it. And with me again in the studio is Edwin Aye Ejay. He's a pastor at ICGC True Vine Temple. And of course, we're going to have this conversation right now. Mr. Ejay, How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
By God's grace. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kofi, and it's good to be back.
We've had this conversation before,
We
right?
had this conversation before.
I was trying to remember. I'm like, wait, where do I know this man from? But yeah, I really remember. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to be back. And
That's
this year we
nice.
have more to tell you.
Oh, then let's get straight with it. You know, for the uninitiated, what is the Doulos Conference and what inspired its establishment?
So the Doulos Conference is an international pastors and church leaders conference, which is the brainchild of Pastor Mensa Otabel, and it's a conference that has been designed to equip pastors, church leaders, church workers, church volunteers, church staff, even if you're a pastoral spouse or you are into parachurch organization. It is designed to equip us to do ministry a bit more efficiently and purposefully. So that's the Doulos Conference.
Okay, and like I mentioned last year, we had a conversation about it.
Yes, we did.
And this is going to be the second edition.
Exactly.
Right. Now, what is going to make this year's conference different or more impactful than the first edition that happened last year?
So this year we still have the plenary sessions. We have the morning and the evening sessions. But this time around we have a breakout session, and it's actually 2 rotations of breakout.
Okay.
So in the first breakout session we have 3 breakout rooms that will be discussing practical ministry aspects of ministry. Where people get to ask questions, and there's a panel that will be giving insights into various ministry aspects, and then people who join the breakout can ask their questions. So in each rotation we have 3 breakout rooms, and people can join based on their ministry emphasis. And then there's a second rotation made up of another 3 breakout rooms, and is also going to discuss 3 different ministry emphasis, and this is going to happen for all 3 days of the conference.
It's not just one of the days.
It's not just
all
one of the
3
days. All 3 days. So for each day you have 6 breakout rooms.
Wow.
That's
3 in the
loaded.
morning and 3.
So 3 around 12:30.
Okay.
To 2 p.m. and then 2:45 to 3.
Okay.
45.
Okay.
So that's how it's going to be.
Right.
So 2:15 to 3:45. That's how it's going to be. So 2 rotations, and in each of the breakout sessions, we are going to have 3 different breakout rooms. So in all, we have 6 for each day, and that's 3 days. So you can see 18.
That's a lot of knowledge waiting to be
18
expended.
breakout rooms.
Wow.
That's going to be a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And the wonderful thing about this is it's free.
Oh,
It's free. Usually when you go for conferences like this, paid, and it's not cheap.
Yes.
But it's absolutely free.
Wow. Anyway, so where is this year's conference being held? And you mentioned that there are going to be 3 different days. Now let's look at the dates and the structure. Apart from the breakout rooms that are going to be available, on each of the 3 days. Let us know the main structure, the dates that the conference is going to be held, and where it's going to be held.
Okay, so the conference is starting tomorrow. 24th of March.
That's nice.
Through to 26th of March. That's Thursday. So it's starting on Tuesday, tomorrow, all the way to Thursday, 26th of March. And it's going to be held at ICGC Christ Temple East. ICGC Christ Temple East, Teshi, off what you normally call the Bush Road. So that's where the conference is going to be held. And there are going to be morning sessions, like I indicated earlier, which is a plenary session where we have seasoned keynote speakers who will be speaking during these sessions. So the morning session is from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then we have the breakout session, which starts at 12:30 all the way to 3:45. But there are going to be 2 rotations in there. And then there will be the evening session as well, from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So it's a whole day boot camp.
Which means that if you plan very well, you can come for one of the breakout sessions and continue that's in the evening, or you can do the morning session, and then you do the breakout before you go home. That's
and
incredible.
Then you'll be there for the evening session as well. And it's just, I was telling someone, like, it's like a buffet. And who goes to a buffet and then you go and eat just one meal?
You have to eat a lot.
Right? So I will personally plan and be there for the morning, be there for some of the breakout sessions. in all the rotations,
Right.
and then I'll be there for the
Right,
evening session as
You
well.
mentioned that there were going to be some seasoned speakers. Who are some of these speakers? What should we expect? I mean, what value are they bringing to the participants?
Right. So we have Dr. Sam Chand, who is an international leadership consultant within the church space. We also have Pastor Andre Olivier, pastor of Rivers Church in South Africa. He's built a phenomenal ministry with volunteer workforce and then church ministries. It's just great what he is doing. And then we have Pastor Ransford Obing from CCC Kumasi, and of course the conference host Pastor Mensah Otabel of ICGC.
That's nice. Now let's talk about some of the themes, the key themes, right, or the focus areas that the attendees should expect from this year's conference. What are some of them? Just a few of them.
Okay, so like I mentioned, we have various ministry emphasis. So we have church administration, we have church planting, evangelism, outreach. For those who have been in church for a short while, your first 5 years in ministry, there's going to be emphasis on that as well. We have children's ministry, we have youth ministry, we have young adults ministry, we have church music from rehearsal to ministration itself. What do you expect? How should you plan it out? How do you execute it? So there's going to be something for almost everybody. Even if you're a church person in the market space out there in the world, you are not necessarily doing church ministry, but you are in some leadership role or you are in some business, and there's going to be
something
emphasis for
you,
that
right?
as well. So everybody is going to get something from this year's Doulos conference.
I like the fact that you mentioned, the fact that if someone is not in the church ministry
Mainstream
ministry, but they're doing some sort of leadership. Talking about leadership, why is leadership development and ministry excellence so critical in today's world?
It is critical because you can start something on passion, but without the requisite knowledge and tools to direct you, after a while, when you start hitting the realities of the space you occupy,
you go feel them.
you
go
right?
Feel them in your bones.
So it's very, very necessary, so that you are equipped and then you are doing what you are doing more purposefully and intentionally. There's depth to it, and there's direction and purpose.
Right. Anyway, why should someone attend the Doulos conference this year? I mean, what makes it a must-attend event?
So when you look at Christianity in general, we are about the world's population of Christians is about 2 billion.
Okay.
African Christians constitute about 700 million of that. So you know that the hub and the center of Christianity right now is Africa. However, when you look at our form of Christianity, you realize that it is very fluid, and there is no depth, there is no structure, there is no purpose. And so this conference is supposed to help us to better structure what we do, so that we can build the ministries that we are building beyond ourselves. We can build them to last. We can build them with purpose, with meaning and structure. Let me give you an instance. For instance, last year, which was the maiden edition, Pastor Otabel made a SWOT analysis of the African Charismatic Church, situating it within the Ghanaian context. And he said that we have strength, which is the fact that we are very spiritual, we are spontaneous, and we build ministries around personalities. Those are our strengths. But those strengths also translated to weaknesses. So we are spiritual and spontaneous. It means that our doctrine is very fluid.
Right.
We have no rigorous, rigid doctrine that we are building people with. And then when you look at the fact that ministries are built around personalities, when the people look at personalities and not Jesus per se. So with this form of delivery, I, for one, took instruction, and I decided that I'm going to make sure that if I'm doing ministry, I'm building it around Christ. I'm pointing people to Christ. And that is what Doulos is about, to help people to do ministry with meaning and purpose, and be able to build beyond yourself, beyond your generation, so that what you are building can last. And that's the theme for this year's Doulos conference, build to last.
Build to last, okay. Someone is asking here on our WhatsApp console, just ask him if there will be any transport arrangements.
Yeah, definitely. There's transport arrangements, so there's busing arrangement, but it's quite detailed. I can't give everything here because of time.
So where
so just log on to www.centralgospel.com/doulosbasin.
Okay.
www.centralgospel.com/doulosbasin. Doulos is DOULOS. DOLOS.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. All right. Thank you very much, my brother Edwin, for speaking to us about the DOLOS conference, starting tomorrow and ending on Thursday evening.
Yeah, in the evening.
And I wish you the very, very best.
Thank you very much, Kofi, for having me yet again.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Enjoy the week. I nearly said enjoy the weekend. It looks like because I've been working throughout the weekend. So it looks like I'm now about to start.
Yeah, about to start your weekend.
But, yeah. Thank you.